All right, here's page 2 of the practice quiz for Unit 5. Up at the top here, we've got a word problem, and we're asked to define the variable and then write the expression. So first it says, Elisa earns $2 per hour at Kroger. She works 8 hours this week. Define the variable and write an expression for how much Elisa will earn. So we know from our problem that H is the number of hours that she works. So H is the number of hours Elisa works. And then to tell how much she's going to earn, we're going to take 2 and we're going to multiply it by the number of hours she works, because she gets $2 for every hour that she works. Again, don't forget to put the number, the coefficient first, and the variable second. Sawyer goes on a hike with his friends. He takes 25 minutes to walk a mile. His friend Miles takes M less minutes to hike the same mile. Define the variable and write an expression for how long it took Miles. So Miles takes less time than Sawyer. M will be the number of minutes that Miles takes to walk. All right, so again, if Miles takes less time to walk the mile, then we want to take Sawyer's amount of 25 minutes, and we want to subtract the M minutes for Miles. So to figure out how long it took Miles to walk the mile, we take 25 and subtract M. All right. Write each phrase as a numeric or algebraic expression. So 52 plus 41 looks like 52 plus 41. Y multiplied by 9, 9 times y. The difference of 15 and x, 15 minus x. The quotient of p and 2, p over 2. P divided by 2. Quotient is division problem. Now we have to write a phrase for each expression. 27 divided by 9. Well, you could just write 27 divided by 9, or you could write the quotient of 27 and 9. So there are a few options there. 15 plus d, we could just write 15 plus d, or we could write the sum of 15 and d. All right, next section. Determine whether the given value of each variable is a solution to the equation. Circle yes or no. So we've got 80, and we want to know if dividing 80 by 4 would give us 20, and of course it does. And then we've got 67 for G, and we want to know if we add that 67 to 34 if we get 91. We don't. 67 plus 34 does not equal 91. I'm going to use our calculator over here to check that. Just clear my calculator out. 67 plus 34, and there you can see it's 101, not 91. Okay, solve the equation for the variable. Please remember to write your opposite operations on both sides of your equal sign. If you're in my class, you'll lose points if you don't do that. So my first equation here is t plus 32. The opposite of adding 32 is subtracting 32 from both sides. Now here's the nice thing. I can use my calculator if I want to, and I can take 60 and subtract 32. When I do that, I am going to get 28. So t equals 28, because we know that these cancel each other out. T equals 28. Okay. Over here at 21, I've got a minus 5 and 8 tenths equals 14 and 12 hundredths. The opposite of subtracting 5 and 8 tenths is adding 5 and 8 tenths. That's gone over here. And you can take your trusty calculator and add 14 and 12 hundredths plus 5 and 8 tenths, or do it in your head if you like. It is A equals 19 and 92 hundredths. Alrighty, next one. Now, we've got 5, 6 times x equals 2 over 27. We could divide both sides by 5, 6. That means I'm dividing 2 over 27 by 5 over 6. 5, 6 is the one that flips. Oops, can't see my work here. Let's move that up. Or I could remember that dividing by 5, 6 is the same as multiplying by 6 over 5, and I could put times 6 over 5 in both situations here. It doesn't matter how you do it, you're going to get the same answer if you do it correctly. So 5, 6 multiplied by x is canceled out by dividing by 5, 6. So we have x equals 2 over 27 times 6 over 5. And when we do that multiplication, we are going to get that x equals 4 over 45. And again, you can use your calculator to do that. Here we have m divided by 9 equals 27. The opposite of dividing by 9 is multiplying both sides by 9. So we get m equals 27 times 9, or 243. Just a reminder that if you ever want to check your work, which is always a good idea to do, you can take your solution, plug it back into the equation, and see if it actually works. In other words, is 243 divided by 927? And I checked, and it is. All right, Mrs. Ryan tells you to think of a number, so some number, double it, and then add 15. Write an expression using the variable to describe Mrs. Ryan's instructions. So some number y, double it means to multiply by 2, then add 15. So that's what that would look like. All right, guys, that's the end of the practice quiz. Study up and be ready for your quiz in class next time.